You've been too careful for too long, too afraid to fail, too scared to be seen. But tell me this, how can you ever live fully if you never dare to live boldly? Sometimes in life, you just have to be bold. Speak up when your heart wants to. Say no when someone tries to use you. And when opportunity comes, jump. Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "Face life boldly, for in the end we all lose it anyway." We rush through life, years flying past, dreams half done, hearts half alive. But some people, they live fully, they dare, they go for it, they live bold. Because when you live small, you fade. When you live bold, you shine. When you see opportunity, take it. Opportunities are everywhere. They are the whispers of destiny, the subtle shifts in the wind, the quiet doors that open when you least expect them. But only the bold see them. Only those with eyes wide open to possibility can recognize the shape of their future when it appears. You complain you never got your chance? You cry out that fate has been unkind, that the universe has overlooked you? Look around. Someone next to you had less than you and still made it. Why? What separates them from you? It's not luck. It's not privilege. It's not that they were given a map you never received. It's because when the door of opportunity creaked open, even just an inch, they didn't hesitate. They didn't second guess. They didn't wait for an invitation. They ran through it. They sprinted with everything they had, fueled by the conviction that this was their moment. The fearful wait for certainty. They stand paralyzed, analyzing every risk, calculating every possible failure until the moment passes them by. The bold move with courage. They understand that certainty is a myth, an illusion sold to those who are too afraid to live. They move with the faith that they are strong enough to handle whatever comes next. You may fail once, you may fail 10 times, but every attempt, every stumble, every fall takes you closer to success. Each failure is a lesson chiseled into your soul, a sharpening of your instincts, a strengthening of your resolve. You learn what doesn't work, so you can find what does. But if you never try, you've already lost. You have guaranteed your own defeat by refusing to enter the arena. The greatest failure isn't falling down, it's staying down. It's never daring to get up in the first place. When people use you, stand tall. If you're too kind, too accommodating, too afraid to speak up, the world will not see your goodness. It will see an opportunity. The world will walk over you. It will take your generosity for granted and mistake your silence for weakness. You will give and give, hoping one day your kindness will be returned. But that day may never come if you don't demand the respect you deserve. They'll take your effort, your time, your energy, and you'll smile through the pain. You will sacrifice your own well-being on the altar of their needs, draining your spirit to fill their emptiness. You'll convince yourself that this is what it means to be a good person, to be selfless. But there is a difference between generosity and self-annihilation. Don't. Do not allow your light to be extinguished by those who only seek to bask in its warmth without ever tending to the flame. Set boundaries. Say no. Your no is not an act of aggression. It is an act of self-preservation. It is a declaration that your time, your energy, and your spirit have value. Respect yourself enough to stop letting small minds drain your fire. Your fire is your passion, your drive, your very life force. It is not a public resource for others to consume at will. When you stand firm once, when you draw a line in the sand and refuse to let it be crossed, people see your worth. They learn that you are not a doormat, but a force to be reckoned with. When you stay silent forever, you disappear. You become a ghost in your own life, your voice lost in the chorus of others' demands. When you love someone, have the courage to say it. Life without love is just breathing. It is a mechanical existence, a sequence of sunrises and sunsets devoid of color and meaning. It is a body without a soul, a journey without a destination. Love is the force that animates us, that gives our struggles purpose and our joys depth. You can have all the money, all the fame, all the accolades the world can offer. You can build empires and conquer mountains. But without love, you're empty. You are a king ruling over a barren kingdom, a star shining in an empty sky. The echoes of your success will ring hollow in the chambers of a lonely heart. So when you find someone who makes your heart race, someone whose presence quiets the noise in your mind, whose laughter is a melody you want to hear for the rest of your life, say it. Tell them. Gather every ounce of your courage. Push past the fear of vulnerability and speak your truth. Even if you're scared, even if your hands are shaking and your voice is trembling, even if they might say no. The fear of rejection is a temporary sting, but the pain of regret is a wound that can last a lifetime. It's better to speak and be rejected than to stay silent and regret it forever. A spoken truth, even one that leads to heartbreak, allows you to heal and move forward. A silent regret haunts you with the ghosts of what could have been. Because one day, you'll look back on the timeline of your life and you will realize that your silence cost you the story you could have lived. You will see the empty pages where a great love story should have been written, and you will understand that fear was the author of that void. Don't let fear write your story. Be the author of your own heart. To be bold, build your strength. Courage without skill is noise. It is reckless, aimless, and ineffective. Boldness is not simply the absence of fear. It is the presence of competence. It is the deep, unshakable confidence that comes from knowing you are prepared. So build your craft. Whatever your calling is, dedicate yourself to mastering it. Become so good they can't ignore you. Sharpen your mind. Challenge your assumptions. Question everything. Feed your soul. Find what gives you meaning and purpose beyond the material world. Read, learn, grow. Devour books. Seek out mentors. Travel to new places and engage with different perspectives. Let every experience be a lesson. Every interaction a chance to expand your understanding. The bolder you become inside, the stronger you move outside. Your inner world creates your outer reality. A powerful mindset, a resilient spirit, a well-honed skill set. These are the foundations of true boldness. When you know what you bring to the table, you don't fear losing a seat. You know you can build your own table. So level up. Work harder than you did yesterday. Be sharper in your thinking, more disciplined in your actions. Let your growth speak for itself. Your results will become the undeniable evidence of your commitment. Let your quiet dedication become a deafening roar. Because life will test you. It will not be a smooth, easy journey. It will push you to the edge. It will confront you with challenges that seem insurmountable, with moments of doubt that threaten to break you. And in those moments, you'll have two choices. Step back into the familiar comfort of fear, or step up into the unknown territory of your potential. Be bold, be fearless, and rise. Because when you finally decide to live boldly, that's when life starts living through you. Be bold. Be fearless. Don't just exist. Live wide open. If this hit your soul, share it and rise with us. Subscribe. Quiet Resolve My P.